masked man runs up with a flashlight and gun, wearing a vest with the word Marshall on it.
They told me, I'm a cop. I'm the police. Get out on the floor, and I say, I don't do anything.
You only see that one suspect in the video, but Reyes says there was another person driving the car he arrived in. Reyes says the man forces him to the ground and soon reveals his true intentions.
And when he gave me the floor, he told me, it's a robbery, I'm not the police.
Watching this all from inside the store, Reyes' wife quickly grabs a gun, then confronts the armed suspect. He runs, losing his shoes and his gun in the process, while Reyes draws his own weapon. He fires multiple rounds, at least one of which hits the suspect, who then crawls to his getaway car. Reyes firing a final parting shot as the car drives away.
Of course this is Houston. Of course. Houston is like the bottom of the barrel city of Texas, okay? It's like Houston, Austin. I can't believe I'm saying Austin is above Houston. But as far as crime, yeah, it kind of is. It's like Houston, Austin, San Antonio. Yeah.
Masked man runs up with a flashlight and gun, wearing a vest with the word Marshall on it.
Now, this is exactly why I don't trust anybody. Because this guy came up to this guy and said he was a cop, right? Now, there's some clues that should, make you aware that it's not. First and foremost would be even plainclothes officers usually wear belts and definitely don't sag their pants. And the reason, I'm sure you can guess, is if they have to chase somebody down, they're going to need to be able to chase them and not have their pants fall down. So I have never seen a plainclothes officer that sags their pants like this. Second, the vest clearly doesn't have plates in it. Now, if you're like this guy, you probably don't know anything about that, but me personally, and for those of us who are gun owners, you could probably look at that and know there's no plates in there, which means, again, it's not a real Marshall. Third, this one is kind of up in the air, but there are stereotypical vehicles that will be used by police. That red car, I don't think is one of them. Now, the reason I say that one's kind of up in the air is because police do tend to use random vehicles sometimes. So that one's not a 100% indicator. But this guy doesn't have anything on him. He doesn't have a badge. He doesn't have handcuffs. All he has is a vest that has no plates that says Marshall. But then again, if you're just a normal civilian, you're probably going to think that that's what that it's real.
Reyes says the man forces him to the ground and soon reveals his true intentions.
And when he gave me the floor, he told me, it's a robbery, I'm not the police.
Now, here's the thing. You have to have a go signal for yourself and something that you're not willing to do. Mine would be being put on the floor. I'm not going to be put on the floor. I'm not going to be tied up. But this guy thought it was the cops. Now he's on the ground, and now he's got a gun right next to his head. It's a little too late. And I'm not blaming him there because, what can you do at that point? However, the fact that this man has a wife that either he's trained or told in some way, hey, this is what happens if this were to happen, and she's able to act immediately and come to his aid is fantastic. This is something that you should do with your significant other, whether or not they want to be involved with firearms or not. It's a good thing to show them, so that way in cases like this is how it will go.
Watching this all from inside the store, Reyes' wife quickly grabs a gun, then confronts the armed suspect. He runs, losing his shoes and his gun in the process, while Reyes draws his own weapon. He fires multiple rounds, at least one of which hits the suspect.
And you see, now that the attacker's been warded off by the wife, the victim stands up and draws his own gun. Of course, it was, I believe, carried appendix, which is why it was very difficult to get to because, he's lying on his stomach, so he's lying on top of his gun. So even had he wanted to draw it, I don't think he would have been able to. But now that he has the moment of okay, I have the ability to, he does. And gets at least one hit on this guy. I mean, this guy was dancing like he's. This is why training and running through these scenarios in your mind is very important because, one, you never know what's going to happen. And two, being able to have somebody there to help you that you have trained. Because what if he had never run through these scenarios with his wife and then she didn't know where the gun was unaware of how to utilize it? She would just be standing there calling the real police, which would have shown up either too late because her husband would have been shot and or robbed, or she would have been next because, who knows? What if they rustle through her husband's pockets, find the keys, and they're like, oh, yeah, I can get into the shop now, and then go in there and then rob the place. So that's why always keep your gun on your person. Make sure that those around you know your emergency plans or what to do in case of an emergency. And don't draw from the drop until you have that moment where it's like, okay, I have that split second where I can right now do it. The moment this guy turns his back, turns away from me, that's when I'm going to go. But this story exemplifies why the Second Amendment is so important to self-defense. Not only did he have a gun, but she had a gun. Anyway, guys, tell me what you guys think about this, and also tell me what you guys think about Houston if you happen to live there. I will never live in Houston because I see entirely too many of these videos from Houston. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. See you in the next one.